just after 7 a.m. and I'm going to town to get some stuff. I haven't gone to town in a while, and there's a bunch of stuff I need to get some food. And there's some other stuff that I want to look at just supplies and stuff. A few giant robot items I might want to either just scout out or buy. And some other stuff. I need to pick up some resin for some fiberglass to modify a boat. I have a little piece of paper in my pocket here and a pencil. I got maybe 2.5 hours to get to town, so I have some time to think about what I need to get, write it down and everything. Sun's just coming up, so I got my long sleeves on. Because even when I tip the solar panels this way, the sun still gets in here, and you know when you're driving your car and you stick your arm out the window, you end up with a sunburn on your forearm. I just like to avoid that. And I also have my goggles. These are like the best boat driving eye protection ever. Whenever I used to drive my boat, you know, like do an all-day trip like this, I'd get home and like my vision would be really crappy for like a day, you know? Like it took a while to really get my focus back on things. But when I wear these, I think it really helps, and it blocks out the peripheral light coming in. But whatever it is, I get home, I take these off, and my vision is fine. So I really like wearing these when I'm going on an all-day boat thing. And the lenses are just the same. They're just sunglass lenses, so that's no different. I think it has a lot to do with the light coming in from the side. Well, I'm gonna shut up and just chill out for a while and drive. Crap, what's the button on this camera? Oh, last night I bought a giant robot motor, a 1 horsepower, 24 volt. I bought a Leeson. Leeson is a brand that's pretty good. I've had a lot of success with them, and people have told me they're good. So there are definitely some cheaper motors out there. But I start looking at the reviews, and it's like, yeah, this motor was great, but it didn't last. So I'm just gonna stick with the Leeson ones, even though it was like a $600 motor. I've gotten them with really nice deals in the past a few times. Like one time on Amazon, I got a $650 motor for $30 because it had been returned, and I just kept scrolling through motors, and it was just buried way down in the results, and I was like, what, $30? Actually, that's the motor that's in this boat right now. It does make a little bit of a bit of a squeaky sound, sort of. Not really squeaky, but like something is rubbing in there, like there's some little bit of stuff. But I've been using it for years, so it doesn't seem to be a functional problem. But yeah, that little squeak sound saved me like $620 on this motor. Anyway, it's a lot harder to find those fancy deals these days, so I just bought a $600 motor for the robot. But it is a good motor. Like, that is the motor that will do it. I was looking at like a $280 motor, and I just wasn't sure if that was gonna last. So anyway, and then I also got a geared motor that's for wheelchairs. Like it runs a wheelchair, like a powered wheelchair, obviously. And it runs at 75 RPM. It's got a 250 horsepower motor and then some gears to gear it down to 75 RPM, which is, just over 1 revolution per second, which is about the speed I need to run a gear along the slewing bearing to make the robot do its steering. Yeah, it'll all make sense eventually. So it's kind of nice to get that all packaged in one thing. I may regret that at some point if it breaks. However, it was like $90, and if I bought all the sprockets and a motor and built all that section for the steering on its own, it would have cost a lot more and taken up a lot more space. So I think it'll be good. You know, the other possibility I was thinking about with the steering for the robot is to make it manual. So you just turn a crank and it rotates the thing around. Because theoretically, at least, it should not take that much force to steer the robot. Even though I did just get a 1/4 horsepower motor for it. It should be way overpowered. Anyway, I'm going to put that on first. So yeah, it'll be interesting when all these robot parts start showing up. The first delivery will be here in, I don't know, a few weeks, a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And that'll have the slewing bearing, all the sprockets for the main driving part, the chains, like a whole bunch of stuff. I'll try to remember to make a video of when I go pick up that stuff. Today I'm not going to get a lot of stuff, just you know, whatever will fit in this boat. I am going to scout out some big stuff, like a big I-beam and some other steel stuff at one of the hardware stores. Maybe I'll get my camera out for that. I mean, I could put some stuff on these things here, but you know, I wouldn't want to put like a 200-pound I-beam on there. That would just be stupid. I'll take my big boat to town for that. But right now, you know, I just wanted to take the little boat, which is easy to maneuver and it's easy to park, and it's just a more chill trip. Also, someone asked me a little while ago why I don't do much video in town, like while I'm in town. And I answered this on a live a few weeks ago. I don't like putting a camera in other people's faces, and you know, I like to respect other people's privacy. So I try not to get other people in my videos. Even if I do some videoing in town, I'll try to do it, you know, in a moment where there's not many people. You know, I'm in a grocery store and there's no one else in that aisle, or I go down a street and there's not really any people on the street. You know, of course, it makes it look like I'm in a ghost town all the time. So maybe I'll get a bit of video of some long-range people. But yeah, I do like to respect other people's privacy and not put them in my videos that I'm going to slap online without their permission. Oh, looks like the sun is hitting the solar panels now. Should be getting a little bit of electricity. Not much, but yeah, it's starting. Tilt this a little bit more. This will get up to like 14 amps, and this only registers 2 of the 4 solar panels. So whatever I'm getting here, I'm actually getting double. Well, I can just double in my head pretty easily. All right, now the sun's starting to get me. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is going to keep going up for a while, which is nice. Obviously, because I'm driving in a solar-powered boat with a battery on it. And usually I try to get to town. I'm driving at the slow speed right now, and I'll try to get to town with pretty much full battery, so then I can, you know, come home full speed if I want. Right, I'm gonna push this place. Oh God, I love living here. Oh, I love this place. Seriously, I literally used to dream about this. And I don't even know if I dreamt about it being this good. Because when I first got here, I wasn't sure if a solar-powered boat was even going to be reasonable. But man, yeah, totally good. The whole point of this blue shirt is just to keep this arm from getting sunburned. I recently made a thing that's just sleeves and a hood. It's dirty right now though, so I didn't wear it today. Okay, I just got a crazy good idea. This isn't going to make any sense to anyone else. It has to do with some parts of a robot design, and I want to get it before I accidentally lose this paper. I'm almost to town. Getting a bit of bad weather, some waves, so I cranked up the speed. Just get through it real quick. The sun is supposed to come out this afternoon, so I should be able to recharge everything. I love how this goes. Yeah. When you get close to town, there's a lot of boats, and they make a lot of waves. Alright. Got a bunch of stuff back here. This is like 6 by 6, about 1/4 inch, maybe. Two and a half by 2.5 ish. Might want to get some of these. That's 6 inches by 2 by 2, and I don't know, maybe just over 1/8 inch thick. I don't know what the prices on any of this stuff are, but I know I can negotiate if I need to. Alright. Oh, those are thick. Alright, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's here. Potential giant robot pieces. Those are plastic. Those two. Alright, that's pretty much everything I might be interested in there. Alright, let's get out of here. I love this pump. Alright, this place has lots of welding stuff. Welding aprons and gloves. I wonder if they have some MIG wire around here. Some flux core MIG wire. I'd like to get. Alright, got some stuff. Still want to get some more food though. Alright, now this is new. This is kind of what I want to do up on the hill behind my house. Like, except I'm using, you know, retaining wall blocks, and yeah, this is basically it. I don't know, I might want grass down in this bottom part. But yeah, this is kind of generalized thing. Yeah, this is totally nice. I don't know what anyone's doing here. Looks like no one's here right now. But yeah, this is just part of the park that's in the middle of town. Yeah, I'm finding this inspirational. This is totally what I want to do. Okay, so I was only thinking of having my step come up, go to here, and then be a wall, but man, I like this. Maybe I should have it come up and go back further. This is pretty sweet. I like it. Yeah, I might change one of my plans a little bit. Of course, mine is curved, not straight. Turn on the switch. Banana, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I also got some monster cheese and some salami on the way home. This thing's going pretty good. Not building it all at once. So I wanted to give the dirt a chance to settle before I put the top row of bricks on here. And I'm not going to park my boat here. It's just easier to unload everything here and you know, take it up my little steps there. Okay, I gotta pee and get my frozen stuff in. Alright, I got a whole bunch of food, and I also got a couple giant robot items. Coro Stop, which you paint on to rust, and it's supposed to prevent more rust. Because I have some giant robot parts here that are, this I-beam over here has already got a bit of rust on it. I'm gonna, you know, get as much rust off it as I can, and then any rust that's left, I'll just paint a bit of this on. And then I also want to paint any of my steel parts with some esmalte, which is, what does that mean? Enamel. It's oil paint, exterior oil paint. And I picked bright orange. I figured that would be nice. Oh wait, no, orange is going to blend in with rust. Oh, I should have picked blue, because blue would be the opposite of rust. Wait, I got some blue around here somewhere. Anyway, whatever. I have some paint to paint some giant robot parts. I also got some gloves. I'm wanting to get some gloves for us. Rip. No. I got 2 pairs of gloves. Come on, Fern. So I got 2 pairs of gloves. These are like $3.50 a piece. Well, these ones were $3.50. Those other ones were $4.50. So I'm going to have 1 pair of gloves for normal and 1 pair of gloves for cutting the fingertips off. You know, so you can have hands protected but still have your fingertip dexterity. Not sure which ones I'll do. Which? Yeah. All right. My frozen stuff's already in the freezer. I think it's time to chill out for a little bit. Out of here, garbage. Oh! I have to go park the boat. All right, I gotta